All right, here we go. Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's live stream. Uh, as I said in the comments, I got my second shot, so I was very sick. I got that yesterday. I was very sick yesterday, today, so I did not have time to prepare the topic. And Layla recommended a topic, so Layla, I'll have to delay that topic till next week. So today I'll just do Q&A. You guys are free to ask me any questions. Don't worry about my health right now. I am sick, but I will survive this live stream. Let's see who is here. Layla, what's up? Yeah, that was today's video. I just released that. Excuse me, I might be coughing a little bit. Sleepwalker, I'd really like to know more about you, Sleepwalker. We really don't know much about you, so if you could tell us something about yourself, I'd be very interested. So Justina, hello. May, hello, May. Okay, Sleepwalker asked a question. Do you celebrate Halloween in your country? Well, excuse me. Halloween is celebrated in Canada, where I grew up. I used to dress up in costumes, monsters and things. I would dress up and go around in my neighborhood on Halloween and collect candy and with my brother, and then we would fight about the candy or whatever. So certainly Canada, we celebrate Halloween, but I don't know about Saudi Arabia or Indonesia or Malaysia or Russia. In Korea here, not really. They don't celebrate Halloween. It's not a kids celebration in Korea. Mainly young adults will go to a party, dress up and party in Korea. So it's more of a young adult activity, not a kids activity. But yeah, happy Halloween. Good question. Sleepwalker, tell us about your life. Everything is as usual. Well, we don't know. Yeah, I gotta. Here, I got this nice board today for your questions. I got this board. So here, let's put that in. Oh, what's going on? We don't need that. This is Sleepwalker's response. Everything is as usual, but it's not all but it's also not bad. Very vague. We have no idea about what is usual and what is not bad for your life. You told us nothing, Sleepwalker. You told us nothing. I can hear see you again. Big Joe, hello, and CBRK, hello, welcome. I'm just getting to your highs now. Justina, I hope you get better soon. Do you guys get those questions in? Get rid of that. I'll go back to the main screen. Love Kumar, hello. Honestly, we don't celebrate Halloween, but recently some young people started celebrating. Okay, that's interesting. It's a fun holiday. I think it's a good holiday. Every country should celebrate. It's just for fun. CB asks a question, and let's put the focus on CB's question here. I want to increase this to what, 24? It's been a while since I used these tools. Why is it a black background? I don't want black. I don't want it highlighted. All right, I'll fix that later. Anyway, CB asks, why do students cheat during tests and exams? How do they cheat? Did you ever cheat? Should people go straight from school to university or do something different for real life experience? Okay, you got a lot of questions here already prepared, CB. I wonder, is this your IELTS questions you're asking me to prepare for you? Why do students cheat during tests and exam? Well, exams, they didn't study. They're not prepared for the tests. Uh, they chose to do something else. How do they cheat? Well, in my school, they usually have the small paper. I've caught that many times. Students with small paper writing notes on the paper and they sneaking the paper in. I've caught that. Did I ever cheat? No comment. Should people go straight from school to university? I think so. I think you could start university and then maybe after your first year, then plan to take a trip. But I think it's important to go right to university. I think university is very important. So I would encourage everyone to go to university straight from school, at least for a year or two before, if you want to travel. Just get it started. You can take a break during. All right, let's see what else we got here. I hope we got your questions, CB. I didn't answer really IELTS style. Oh, why is this? Here, let's see if we can get a new one. Let's get it here. I don't know why it's highlighted. I guess it's highlighting from here. Let's see if we can. I gotta install this. Maybe it's not a good. We don't. It's already. Oh. I think I fixed it now. Okay. Let's see if we got that. Yay! Okay, I fixed that. All right. This question. He looks more handsome with slight beard. He looks more handsome with light beard. Which one do native speakers use? Well, a beard, so everyone knows. Sometimes I have a beard. That's when you grow the hair here. That's a beard. We pronounce that beard. And a slight beard, you can have a long beard, but a slight beard, actually before this live stream, I had a slight beard, just a little beard, but I shaved before the live stream. He looks more handsome with a light beard. Well, slight and light are different. And first of all, let's fix the grammar. So beard is a noun. It's uncountable. Is it? I guess it's countable. It's countable. Sorry. If you have two people, there's two beards. But usually we're just talking about one person. Anyway, it's countable on one person, and we should use the article a. So I'm going to fix this right now and put that a right there. A. So he looks more handsome with a light beard. He looks more handsome with a. Fix that grammar right now. Light beard. Which of these do native speakers use? We can use both. Now, there's a difference between slight and light. And what is the difference? Slight means a little bit of a beard, which I had a little bit of beard growing. And light, we'd talk about the color. So is the beard dark or is the beard light? My beard is a little bit dark. I guess it would, I don't know. I don't remember. Yeah, I think slight beards are usually dark, but when I grow a long beard, it's usually light. So it's possible he looks more handsome with a slight beard. He looks more handsome with a light beard. Both are possible. And you could say he looks more handsome with a slight and light beard. So this is possible because slight, talking about how much growth it is, and light, talking about the color. All right, see, Sleepwalker, I'll get to your questions. Just be patient. I'm slow. When should we use farther and further? I read there's a slight difference. I did too. I'm not going to research this right now. I've researched it before. I think depending where you are, UK or USA or other countries, I better take a quick look just so I don't. As far as I know, you can use both. Because I had to use this in videos, right? So I had to check this long ago. Okay, so what is the difference? It's going to be a difference between American and British. Farther means a great distance. Farther and further sometimes mean the same thing. I don't know which situations. I can't think of every situation, sorry. So farther is more focused on a distance, and further is focused on extending a distance. So let's make a sentence. Thailand is, I'm in Korea, so Thailand is farther away from Korea than Japan, all right? So in this case, farther is more focused on the distance, and further, if we walk 10 meters further, we will see a waterfall. I don't know. Get that there. All right, so not always. This is quick rules of just what I know and a quick check. So farther and further often mean the same thing. Depends who's using it, which country. I don't know all the rules, all the cases, but if you want a difference, farther is going to focus more on the distance, and further is extending a certain distance. So in this case, we're going to, if you walk 10 meters more, so further, we will see a waterfall. Okay, I hope that helps. I'm going to move on because these are very quick questions and answers. Layla comes in with nothing to write home about. What does this expression mean, if you don't mind? All right, so let's make it a full sentence. It's nothing to write home about. All right, if you hear this expression, that means it is not interesting. So this phrase means if something interesting happens in your life, you know, in the old days, you would write a letter and tell your mom at home. You know, if you're in another city or another country and something interesting happens to you, you would write a letter or a postcard. Hey, Mom, this happened to me. So something very exciting. So we have this expression, it's nothing to write home about, which means if something interesting happened to you, or if something happened to you, but you don't think it's interesting, you would say it's nothing to write home about. And I'm going to make a quick dialogue because this is a good one. I don't know where you got that, Layla, but it's you should know it. So off the top of my head, let's see. I heard you bought a new phone. Good for you. Okay, so A says, I heard you bought a new phone. Good for you. And B says, nothing to write home about. It's just a phone. I don't, it's not that interesting. It's very common people get phones. So it's not so interesting. So I'm telling A, it's not interesting. You're kind of too excited about my new phone. Okay, I got to move on. I see a lot of questions coming in, so I'll try to be quicker. I'm sorry if my answers are very quick, but deal with it. All right, this is from CBRK. If you're going to attend a Halloween party, what kind of costume would you wear? The last time I went to a Halloween party would be about 10 years ago. And it is a funny story because I went as a blind man. So I had the blind man stick and I wore sunglasses. And I went to the Halloween party as a blind man because I was a blind man because that was the quickest costume I could make. Just sunglasses, walking stick. So I pretended to be blind. But the funny thing is at the party, everyone didn't know that was a costume. Everyone thought I was actually blind. I was an actually blind person, and everyone treated me with extra care and guiding me around places. So that was the last time. These days, if I was to wear a costume, I don't know what. I haven't thought about that, CB. I'm not really. It's a fun holiday, but I don't really wear costumes anymore. Okay, Justina says, these days I interest about money. Someone says that instead follow money, do something that you enjoy, and then money will follow naturally. Okay, I like this question. It's not about English. It's a life question. I like life questions. But let's fix up your grammar, Justina. I know you're just probably typing with your thumbs or keyboard very fast, but so people learn. These days is a time expression, so I probably put a comma there, and we should have a capital I. And these days, I interest. We're going to use be verb, am, and then interested. I'm interested about money. And usually we say I'm interested in. You could say about, but you could also say I'm interested in money. Interested in, interested about. Someone says that instead of. So let's learn interested in. That's very common. Interested in. And instead of, that's very common. So we're learning here. Someone says that instead of following money, do something that you will enjoy. And then, it's a long sentence here, so let's just, then money will follow naturally. Okay. So these days I'm interested in money. Someone says that instead of following money, do something that you will enjoy, then money will follow naturally. And you continued. Part 2. Conversely, let's put a capital. Others say that if your goal is money, just do something that you can actively earn money, such as investment or business. Period. What do you think? So, 2 ideas. Do something you enjoy, money will follow, or do something to make money as much as possible. Let's reduce this then. Do something that you will enjoy, then money will follow naturally. I'm reducing this to just the heart of the, just do something that you could actively earn money, such as investment or business. What do you think? I don't know. What do you guys think? Put a comment. Do you think do something you enjoy and the money will follow, or do you have to work hard to make money, even if you're doing stuff that money doesn't follow. I'm going to agree with this sentiment. Oh, that's a bad color. I'm going to agree more with this. It's very difficult for people to find work that they truly enjoy. I think most people in the world, including me, we don't like the kind of work we do, but we have to do it for money. I don't have confidence in this statement. So I think we all have to do something we don't want to do to make money. Lucky people might have this, but I don't, not me. All right, Mobasher Ali, let's take a look. Dear Teacher Robin, I have a question for you. Please say, what does hangout mean? Okay. What does hangout mean? Could you explain it for me? Please say some sentences with that phrase. No problem. So let's hang out. That's what you're going to say to your friend, which hang out would mean spend time together. So I'm going to call my friend, hey, Chad, let's hang out. I'm telling Chad, let's spend some time together. Now, it's not a date. You know, it's not for couples. You can hang out with a man or a woman, but it's not considered a date. It's just spending time with friends. So you hang out. So what kind of things you do when you hang out? Anything or everything. You can go to the restaurant, go to a movie, go over to their place. They can come over to your place and just hang out. Just spending time together with friends. I hope, Mabasher, that answers. Well, Layla, you asked about this, and YouTube is very sensitive about this topic, so I can't talk about this topic. I'm sorry, Layla, because YouTube might do something to my video. Oh, we got lots of questions. So Robin is handsome whether with slight beard or without. Is it a correct sentence? All right. Robin is handsome whether he has a slight beard. Not you wanted to use the with or without. So Robin's have. Get rid of this whether with or without. Robin is handsome with. Robin is handsome. I gotta keep saying Robin is handsome. Robin is handsome. I might start believing that. Robin, this is interesting. Robin is handsome whether with slight beard or without. I like the with or without. But I'm going to say whether he has a slight beard or not. I think this is more appropriate. Safa, would you please have a lesson about suffix and prefix? Actually, that's a good idea. Suffix, prefix. I'll think about that, Safa. Farida, hello. CB, whoa, CB, you got a lot of questions. Let's take a look. What is something that you think you should have been taught at school? 2, what is something very valuable that you were taught at school? 3, what is something you were taught that you would consider useless? What is something you think you should have been taught at school? I think in schools they should teach us more about money, saving money, investing money, right from elementary school, how to manage money. That should be taught in school. So I wish that was taught to me. But, schools don't really talk about money. What is something very valuable that you were taught at school? Math. I appreciate the math that was taught to me because I use math daily. I don't use advanced math, but I do know basic math, and I'm very happy I know that basic math. And what is something you were taught that you consider useless? Um, hmm. What was he use? Oh, dance. In school, I took a dance class. I had to take a dance class. It was mandatory. That was useless. I learned all kinds of old dances that I never used again. So that was useless, that dance class. That was a waste of time. That was useless. I considered a waste of time. I've heard native speakers use nothing to write home about. Okay. Mobashir, you got a question that I love here. It's a travel question. Dear Teacher Robin, have you ever been to Bangladesh? Do you like Bangladesh? This is a question, so let's fix that. And why do you like Bangladesh? Have you ever been to Bangladesh? Yes, I have. I've been to Bangladesh. So that's a yes. Do you like Bangladesh? I like Bangladesh. It is a very interesting place to visit. But I don't think I would like to live there because there's a lot of people and there was a lot of air pollution and a lot of things didn't look very safe. So I think I would be hurt crossing the road or something. So I enjoyed my time in Bangladesh, but if I had to stay years in Bangladesh, I don't think I would like it that much. I don't know. But I enjoyed my trip there, a short trip there. So yeah. So Mubashir, yeah, I've been to Bangladesh. Maybe this year costumes from Squid Game will be most popular. And yeah, you're right. Sleepwalker. Squid Game costumes are very popular, especially in South Korea. And actually, protesting in South Korea, when people are protesting the government in Seoul, they're wearing the Squid Game costumes when they're protesting. Do you attend any Halloween parties currently? No. All right, Tika. Let's get Tika's question. Yeah, I don't go to Halloween parties. Especially COVID, there's no Halloween parties. Tika asks, could you please explain this? Outrightly rejected. I don't really understand. I was studying about translation, the topic about taxation. I don't get this point of this. All right. Now, I think if we made a sentence, he was... This outrightly means kind of suddenly and immediately. We want to emphasize, it's used to emphasize rejected. Rejected. So outrightly means very directly. He was rejected. So if I asked, can I borrow $5? No. So very quickly, very suddenly rejected. So that's all I can give you without more context, Tika. But this outrightly is very direct, sudden, rejected. We want to emphasize the rejected. Sleepwalker, impact, effect, and influence. That's a difficult. Sleepwalker, please I'm sick. Don't make it too difficult. And you're asking about 3 words. I wonder what is the difference between these 3 words. And Sleepwalker, this is a question I would need more time to prepare. But I'll quickly, in 30 seconds or less, impact, effect, influence. They're similar. Impact is stronger. I would need more research. Sorry, Sleepwalker. If you bring me sentences, Sleepwalker, you do half the work and then I can help you. Mubashir. When do you got up? All right. So when do you get up? We don't use past tense for routine. So when you ask when do you get up daily, This daily means it's a routine. So we just use present simple verb, or we don't modify the verb to past or future. When do you get up daily? So I usually get up about 9 a.m. these during COVID. Do you exercise daily? So here you didn't put past tense. Good. Yes, I try to walk daily, 1 or 2 hours daily. Layla, does I'm kind of coming down with a headache mean I kind of feel a headache? I'm kind of coming down with a headache. So that means a headache is starting. You're starting to get a headache. So another one, I'm maybe if you're sick, I'm kind of coming, I'm going to get that kind of. I'm coming down with the flu. That would be a common one. I'm coming down with the flu. The flu is starting. I'm starting to get sick. So this coming down means I'm starting to feel that. I'm starting to feel that. All right, CB. What subject is not being taught at school and should be taught? I mentioned that before. Finance. What is the most important thing a school should teach children? Math and language, English. If you went to school again, what would you do differently? I wouldn't study more. I would probably just enjoy my time more. You know, school is also a place to socialize, so I would probably enjoy my time more if I was in school, CB. Love Kumar. I feel myself so far from true feeling of that I speak that I cannot else but cry mercy and desire after it as I may. Could you explain the meaning of these words? This looks like Old English. Where did you get this, Love Kumar? This is Old English. This not is not modern English. We don't use not anymore. So, Love Kumar, whatever you're reading, it's too old. Don't use this as study material. The English is too old. So if I had to summarize this, I feel myself so far from true feeling of that I speak that I cannot else but cry mercy and desire after. I don't understand unless I see the full writing. What you're reading? Where did you get that, Love Kumar? I cannot. It's Old English, and I don't know the story or the context, so it's difficult for me too. You can ask the questions, but I don't promise I will answer everything. I have limits. Jonathan, hey. Who's asking? Layla. So what is the most one? What does this mean? The most one of your jobs. The most what? So what is it? Which? So your question, this is wrong. The most one? No. What is, which one of your jobs? Which one of your jobs, teaching, working for a company, or making videos, do you feel more confident with? Teaching. I'm a teacher. Company, I'm not really company guy, and making videos, I'm not really comfortable making videos. So my confidence is with teaching. I'm confident there. Confident and comfortable teaching. Hello, Mem Mosav, hello. Oh, there's a lot of questions. I'm going to have to skip some questions. CB, you asked a lot of questions today, CB. I'm going to have to skip a few questions. Or I will just choose the one I liked Oh, I'll actually, CB, I'll answer this. Would you say that you are good at using kinds of technology? I hate technology, CB. I hate it. Would you like to get better using technology? No, I don't want to use technology. And I'm going to skip 3 and 4, CB. Sorry about that. Oh, Layla has an interesting question. Let's rock it. This phrase is written on my t-shirt. So it's a right expression. What does it mean? Yeah, sometimes, people in other countries, they wear t-shirts with English words. Sometimes these words are very bad. But Layla, let's rock it. That's not bad. And I don't know what that means. It looks like some sort of slang. It looks something positive. Let's rock it. I would say let's do it. Let's do it well. Maybe something like that. It's nothing bad. And Dewey says, I have never been going to Bangladesh. Well, we're going to fix your grammar, Dewey. Let's fix your grammar. I have never been. Why you have going? We already have our verb 3 here. Go, gone. Have you ever been to Bangladesh? I've never been to Bangladesh. CB, stop. Okay, CB, you got too many questions. I don't know. Lit is slang. I don't use that slang, CB. I'm going to go to Mobasher here. Mobasher says, Dear teacher, why do you live in your Korea? Please say, you would say, please tell us. Please tell us. Why do you live in Korea? I came to Korea a long time ago to be an English teacher, and I stayed in Korea. Now I have a very good job in Korea. So I like living in Korea. It's a very safe country, and I have a good job here. So that's why I live in Korea. Koreans need English teachers, and I am an English teacher. Tika, follow up. For my question, that means someone immediately refused to do someone's favor or anything. Yeah, they outrightly rejected immediately. "4 days have passed since I did my laundry. I didn't do my laundry for 4 days. Oh, no. We're not using a go. 4 days have passed since I did my laundry. I didn't do my laundry for 4 days. Both of those are correct. What you had... I didn't do my laundry 4 days ago. No. That should be for 4 days. And both of them are used by native speakers. Okay, CB. I'm not interested in celebrities. CB. Do you have a bucket list? I don't have a bucket list. Just, CB, I like to travel. So, yeah, I have some countries on the bucket list. Lots of countries, maybe 100 countries on my bucket list. What is this? Sleepwalker. The weather affects... Okay, Sleepwalker. Don't be a good student today. So this weather affects me badly. So in this case, we would want to use affect. We don't want to use impact or influence. Affect seems more appropriate here. This group influences. I would use influences here. The minds of students. We influence minds. Usually we influence minds. So I'd use influence here. So affect here, influence here. This character influenced me. Yeah. So influenced me, changed my behavior. The solar eclipse influenced people. Yeah, we would use influence, changed their behavior. Yeah. Now, you could use influence here, but affect just seems a better match here. The weather affects is more common. We don't usually say the weather influence. You could say the weather influenced my decision, something like that. You influence the mind. Yeah, again, I would have to check very quickly here. So very quickly from the internet. Here, let's make this a little smaller. Okay. When you affect something, it means that you have made it change. Conversely, when you influence something, it means that you have altered its behavior. Things without behavior, such as rocks, cannot be influenced. Okay, so yeah, we can influence behavior and minds, people, and affect. You made something change. Again, we probably need to look at a few more examples to get that. All right, you got a lot of questions. Whew, so many questions today. Okay, CB, I'm going to pass your questions there. Layla. I heard this following sentence while watching movie. It got under my skin. So that's an idiom. Irritates or bothers me. So if something gets under your skin, it's an idiom. It doesn't mean something is getting under your skin. It just means something bothers you. Something is irritating you. Mobasher. How can I find some native speaker? 1 million people ask me that every day. I need some American Canadian teenagers for speaking. I'm from Bangladesh. We're friendly. Why American don't expect friendly people? That's the question. Why they don't help? Well, I know one reason. Very often, students around the world, I get messages on WhatsApp every day. Students say to me, "Hey, Robin, I want to be your friend so I can practice English." I'm a nice guy. I'd like to help people, but when people say, "I'd like to be your friend so I can practice English," that's not a friendship. That means they're saying to me, "Hey, Robin, I'm not really your friend. I'm just using you to practice English." That's not a friendship, right? Friendship is give and take. But when people say, "I'd like to be your friend so I can practice English," that's not a friendship to me. And that just means I'm going to spend a lot of my time to make your life better. How are you a friend to me? So, yeah, Bangladesh people are friendly. But if your strategy is, "I want to be your friend so I can practice English," that's not a good strategy. You gotta offer something. You have to be a reason to be a friend. So join a club where English is not the topic. I don't know. This is a difficult thing for millions of people around the world. They can't find a native speaker. It's very difficult. I know, but I don't have an easy solution to this problem right now. Just if you do talk to a native speaker, don't say, "I want to be your friend so I can improve my English." That's not how you build a friendship. Does technology ever let you down? Daily, it lets me down. my phone lets me down. It always runs out of power. It gets slow. I don't like technology. Dewey. She is the blank student in the class. Which one is the correct answer? Cleverest or most clever? All right, so you want to use the superlative in this blank. Let's make it a real blank. And I would say both are okay. Let's see if there is an actual rule. Yeah, so I'm right for once. Both are okay. So some superlatives, these are superlatives. If you guys don't know, we start with the adjective clever, and then we have a comparative, two things, which can be more clever, I guess, or cleverer. Maybe more clever might be possible. And then you have a superlative, cleverest or most clever. Both are acceptable. In English, there are some words we can use both styles, and clever is one of them. Okay, I hope that helps you out. Would you like to live in the countryside when you retire in the future? When you retire in the future. Nope, I don't want to live. Oh, you got a big spelling mistake there. Would you like to live in the countryside when you retire? No, I'm more of a city guy. When you went to Korea, did you plan to stay there for a long time or plan to work for a while? Sleepwalker. When I came to Korea, I planned to stay 1 year. Here I am 22 years later. But my original plan, I'll stay 1 year, go back to Canada. But the problem is I stayed 1 year, my first job, and then the next year I got a better job. And then the next year I got a better job. And the next year I got a better job. And my life just kept getting better and better and better, still getting better. So it's very hard to leave when you keep getting success here. Alex. Which is the right preposition to use after limit in the following sentence? There is no limit to what she can achieve, and there's no limit to is the expression. There's no limit to what she can achieve in the future. Hope that helps you out, Alex. Tika. You guys are making me work tonight. Wow. I haven't seen these many questions in a long time. Why most of Europeans know English well? I met online a friend from Croatia and English is so great. I was likely, wow, she used English as her native language. Well, you got to understand that Europeans and Asians study English in a very, very different ways. Europeans are more natural. They read English books. They watch English media when they're kids. So they do it in a more natural way. Whereas in Asians, they just study the language. Europeans, they do study it a little bit, but Europeans acquire it. And I would say Asians, wherever you are in Asia, you're studying English probably the wrong way. Whereas Europeans, they're doing it the correct way. They're acquiring the language from a young age. So I haven't met her, but that's what I would say. Just Europeans are more willing to acquire the language when their kids start reading and watching movies using only English. Justina. What's your definition of success? Which do you think is more important for people to become successful? Hard work or opportunities? two C's there. So for me, it's hard to define success, but I would say accomplishments is a starting point, which would mean, what is an accomplishment? You planned something and then you achieved it. You got it. You had a goal and you got it. Doesn't matter the size of that goal. It could be a small goal, it could be a big goal, but you planned it, you did the work you needed to get it, and you got it. That's an accomplishment. I would say that person is successful. I like to talk to people like that, where they planned something, they worked hard, and they got it. It makes me so happy. And if I did that, I'm happy. And if other people do that, I'm very happy. We did it. So that would be more, I guess, on the hard work. People plan, they do the hard work. They make their opportunities. They don't wait for opportunities. They make their opportunities. Sleepwalker, I don't know when to use impact. Sorry, Sleepwalker. We'll have to worry about impact another day. See what's happening here. Do you like to wear shirts that have lots of writings? No. I always wear solid colors. Solid is one color. So I'll make a sentence here. I wear solid colored shirts. Just one color. Tika, making me work hard. Could you please explain rules of making passive sentences? I found it a little bit difficult. For a passive sentence, the word "by" is your friend. So he cooked dinner. Dinner was cooked by him, something like that. I can't go into detail. That's a very complicated question, Tika, but "by" is your friend. If you want to make passive sentences, we're going to use "by" a lot. Have I ever bothered, annoyed, etc. you on WhatsApp? Nope. Nobody has bothered me except the birthday incident last year. I must have got over 1,000 messages, I'm sure, about my birthday. Don't ever talk about my birthday, please. Mobashir. Oh, this is Sleepwalker giving advice. YouTube chats to find friends. There are a lot of people who chat there. Like now. Good advice. All right, guys, we're going to finish up in a few minutes. So I'm going to write stop. After that, I'm not going to answer any more questions. What kind of people do you like to help when they ask for help? People who are diligent. So when everyone asks every day, people ask me for help, but I don't help everyone. I don't have time. I really have to help people who deserve it. And to show me that you deserve it, you have to show me you're diligent. Like you, Layla, you're very diligent. So I'm very happy to help you at any time. Jose Gonzalez gave some advice. We can practice with other non-native English speakers too. It doesn't mean it'll help us less. It is always helpful to get our English out. Yes, I agree. You don't always have to talk to native speakers. Pop and music, hello. Okay, I'm just scanning down. Tika, what does she have here? Last question, Robin. When I'm studying about translation, I usually translate it into the equivalence instead of the meaning of its English. What do you think of this message? Translation should translate the meaning. Focus on the meaning. Koreans tend to translate the words exactly. I think good translation translates the focus is on the meaning, not translating each word perfectly. So I'm not a professional translator. I've never had any training, but just from my experience, I don't like people who translate the words. I like people who translate the meaning. All right, thank you, everyone. All right. Oh, thank you. I got to the end. Sorry if I didn't answer your question or I missed your question. There'll be another time. Thanks, everyone, for watching. I enjoyed myself answering your questions. We had a lot of interesting questions, and I hope you learned. Next week, I should have my health back, and I'll teach some sort of lesson. Okay, so I'll see you guys next week. When are you going to make the next live is every Sunday. All right, thank you guys.